So guys, when we talk about the internet speed is completely controlled at the router. I mean, you just don't control your internet speed right at the office. The customer care, I mean, when they just come to set up the internet with the router, then they just can control with the router itself. So they just don't have anything to do with the internet speed at the office. So there we take a slight edge. The office doesn't matter with your internet speed. You doesn't need to make any changes from your company's broadband. All you just need to change is the router settings, and these are some terms that you need to know before. I mean, my model number and the Wi-Fi protection setup, that is what we're going to change in universal repeater. Those are all just rubbish. So the WAN speed is something we need to concentrate on. So after inserting the disk into the drive, so that we can just completely change the setup. Not completely changing the setup in the sense, we'll change some important terms what we have to change, and let's get into that stuff. So let's get into the procedure, guys. Let's go. So this is the disk, guys, that will be given, the setup disk that every router will be given when you buy in the box. So you just take out this disk now if it's in the box and just insert it into the disk drive, just like how I insert, and you can see there that's my router that I'm going to change in a little while. So now let's get into it. So welcome, guys. Now we'll just go into the procedure what we have to do. So that now let me show you the speed test, and let me check the speed before going into the procedure. What will be the speed initially and what will be the speed finally. So let's check the speed. It's approximately some 2 Mbps, megabits per second. See, capital M and small b, that means small b always means bits and capital B always means bytes. Don't just get confused between these two terms, guys. So before you just opt for any package for internet, you just have to make sure that it's bytes or bits. Every company, most of the companies always provide bits, not bytes. So be careful. That's what I can tell you now. So it's 3.75 and 3.94, but that's not pretty good speed. I want to just go for extra speed without paying anything. Then let me do it. What's wrong? I'll go to the setup. I mean, after inserting the disk, this is my setup disk, but the company just provided me eyeball. I really love this company because it just provided me with all the user manual, so that I can just read it and find out what to do with the internet speed, and somehow I just cracked it. And the password is always admin. I mean, what the username is, the same password always retains. If you just, that is what the default password is, or else you can just read the user manual so that you can know what the password is. So that's it. So don't touch anything until you know, because Mac clones, WAN setup and LAN settings always cost you a lot. I mean, you need a lot of knowledge regarding that. So 100M full duplex and half duplex, you might always get confused with those two terms. So what you have to do is, let me tell you some bits of knowledge regarding half duplex and this full duplex. Let me just give you this sentence in a single line. When you say half duplex, you just either download or upload in an instance of time. That's it. When I say full duplex, you can just download and upload at the same instant of time. If you select half duplex, the router just can either download or upload the packets. I mean, if you just know a bits about memory, you can just understand what I say. The packets, I mean, the data is sent in small packets to the router. Either it can send or receive packets. If it's half duplex, if it's full duplex, it can send and receive at the same time. It can work much better if all routers doesn't support half duplex and full duplex. If you're using an old router, then you can just select half duplex, because that doesn't matter. It just has the same speed, but at the same instance you just can't do those both. So full duplex is a bit better, but the service doesn't matter. You just cannot notice what is happening, what the speed, I mean, if it's weighted or not, you just can't notice it. You can barely find a difference. So it's disconnected. Please check the WAN port. Don't just mess with all these things. All you just need to do is restart the router, and that's it, you're done. After restarting the router, your speed is increased. I can just do this video in a minute. I mean, I can just do this video within just 1 minute. But I need to tell you, I need to clarify all your doubts. The password is admin because the username is admin. What the username is, same password is it. So just check the WAN speed. Oh, it's again asking the password. Okay, check the WAN speed. It's 100 M full duplex. Before it was 10 M half duplex. That's what the company just set it for me. When the customer care service just came, they just set that speed, and I don't know why they just want to limit the speed, but I just cracked it somehow. Let me just do the speed test again. So this time I just expect to double my speed. Come on. Yeah, it's almost like 8 times. I mean, I just increased my speed 8 times. Before it was like 3 point something, and now it's 22. It was almost 8 times the speed of what the original one was. The upload speed was a bit low, but that's okay. I mean, I just increased the speed, right? You got really good speed for what this procedure. This is a seconds, I mean the 30-second procedure what you can just do, but if I just have to explain you, that is why it took this long. So if you're really interested, like if you really want to follow us, just subscribe to our channel and you'll just get interesting stuff. And thank you guys for this video, watching this video.